So he said, yes, in his Werner Herzog's usual very nihilistic sounding German accent. Yes, I think that they shoot too much footage. And they're like, well, that's the problem? Yes, too much empty footage of nothing. And I hear some of these directors bragging that they have 2,000 hours of footage. And I am full of disgust. And the director asks, well, how much footage do you get? And he says, yes, for Bearman, which was a 2-hour movie, I got 80 hours of footage. And the interviewer said, 80 hours? Holy shit, that's an amazing record. And Werner interrupts him, no, that should be the standard. That should be like what's acceptable. And
I mean,
he went on further, like, if you film for that much footage, you're just wasting the crew and the cast's time.
Yes.
And the editing room's time.
Yes.
Because they have to file through that shit.
Well, no, there's people called scripts. They write down like notes. They write down literally the first thing that comes out of the director's mouth when you cut a take. And the script books are usually given to the editors so that they can flip through it and go, okay, the director said this take was good. I can just fucking deal with that one instead of the other 40.
Whew. But what if the director is a jackass?
then you never work with him again. It's that easy.
But then he hires on somebody else who also says they're going to work with him again. And then there's someone else that says they're never going to work with him again.
Yeah. And then he won't be directing anymore.
Yeah. Unless his cousin is the executive.
Yes.
My cat is currently attacking her scratching post.
But yeah, like my actors requested that I make a separate entire cut, like basically a second movie that is just the best outtakes, and then also have a second blooper reel.
Okay.
So while you were gone, I just did that.
Oh, sweet.
And then since the movie is entitled Title, I have named the second cut that is nothing but bloopers titled. Or it is not title.
Title question mark.
Yeah. So the gimmick of the movie, one of the gimmicks of the movie is of course the credit sequences. There was a brief moment where I had considered. So the entire movie is an opening credit sequence basically, and
yeah,
and at the end there's a proper credit sequence that relays the same information. I was tempted to, because it ends with a thing saying Finn, and it has a dot, a period at the end, and I had considered making it a question mark and then just rewinding the entire credit sequence. The problem is that I was told to keep it under 5 minutes, and even still it's 5 minutes and 1 second long. So, alas, there will not be a full night version of Title where it's just a credit sequence going back and forth. Yeah. I guess
fucking Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the director's cut. That was the editor's cut. Never mind that I'm both. That doesn't matter.
Do an interview years from now when you say, yeah, me and the editor, we just couldn't get along. He's a real motherfucker.
I hated the editor, I hated the writer, I hated the fucking, the cameraman. He fucking sucked.
Yeah, the cast was alright, but man, anyone on that fucking crew, I'm never working with them again in this fucking business.
Yeah.
That is what you should say if you ever get to a position where they ask you to just direct a movie. Thank God I don't have to work with that fucking crew. Yeah. That fucking writer.
I also had this idea. Yeah.
I'm just thinking like you would make it increasingly a series of increasingly stupid titles for the writers on the film.
I mean, I thought about
Horatio Explosion.
yeah. I had considered because one of the gimmicks is of course I mean the actual production was made up of like let me think, 6 people, maybe 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, because of how I needed to pet time, there's actually like 20 something people credited for the production, including things that don't exist in the movie, because I thought that would be very funny and would give away the joke at least at the end of the movie, where you look at this entirely like it's a talkie. It's all about it's all about, you know, the melodrama and shit, which in itself is a joke, because that's one of the things that one of the characters points out, that like that sucks that every artsy movie has to be this, and it's that I did that on purpose because I think hypocrisy is funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you know, it's a talkie, and then you just see in the credit sequence like fight choreographer.
With no fight.
Yeah. There's also an occult knowledge expert. In case we needed them, you know.
You should have put in like imagine if you put in like special thanks Katsuhiro Harada.
Yeah, we do have our special thanks, but it's just the people
you actually want to thank.
Yeah, well, yes and no. It's the people who work at, well, some of the people that work at the at the school we shot at, and then also the first lead actress who went to fucking hospital.
Yeah. Fair enough. Earned.
Yeah. He's better now. She's out by now. You know.
I couldn't imagine you just suddenly decided to film the scenes in the hospital and not acknowledge them.
Yeah.
As hilarious as that would have been.
But the problem was that I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to go in there with a camera, just because like she was, I forget exactly where, but she like poisoned herself.
Oh.
Yeah. And so it was like, alright, one person at a time.
Yeah.
You lost Zone A.
Imagine if you... Special thanks, Katsuhiro Harada, Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
Ingmar Bergman?
Sure.
Can you put in a special thanks for someone who's dead?
I would assume so. Special thanks. Everyone who's not fucking Marcel Duchamp. Just make the feud public.
How do you... Special aggrudgement.
Yeah. But yeah, I also had this idea, cause in this semester, well, this past 2 it seems. But yeah, we've been learning a lot about like auteur movies, and it's a pain in the ass. I hate auteur movies, most of them. Like, you know, it's one of those things where like,
Yeah.
I believe I've said this on recording even before, that like, you know, auteur movies can be good because they're good movies. They are not good movies because they're auteur movies.
Yeah.
And
Plus, I mean, a lot of people at the time that New Hollywood was coming out, New Hollywood is usually a term for like Coppola, Spielberg, George Lucas.
Oh, it's not even New Hollywood. It's like it's some Hollywood, but the Hollywood was just Wes Anderson.
The modern auteur does not work in the Hollywood system unless it's like A24.
Yeah, but I mean like it was like Wes Anderson and Tarantino and whatever, that was the Hollywood section. But now I have to watch, like, I don't even know the titles of some of these movies off the top of my head, but I know that 2 of them are about rape, and one of them is about what the fuck did they say it was about? I don't even
There's
remember.
probably gonna be some Gus Van Sant movies in there. Because there's like, it's one of those things like, in the 70s, the idea of auteur movies, New Hollywood, like, are the guys that we now think of as all-stars. And we're making movies that were very popular at the time. Comparative to the auteur term now, which is going to be associated with people that make nihilistic, meta-narrative, like, existentialist films, you know?
Yeah.
About sexual assault,
Yeah.
for some reason, and incest.
Sometimes both. Like genuinely, one of the movies that they like, we talked about some of the movies that we have to talk about, you know, just discuss the themes and all that, and like the how they what is the world image is what they call it, you know, how the world view basically, and stuff like that. And it's like all right, so this movie is about a woman who gets raped and then feeds her lover to her husband. Okay.
Oh.
And then also, this other movie is about incest rape. Daring today, aren't we?
Yeah. Really challenges your perceptions of perceptions.
Yeah. I'm still waiting. Like, I got close with with FOMO, but I'm still waiting for the ultimate author movie that I proposed before I even started attending college, of a French drama where it's about rape, but it's the rapist's point of view, and it's about how sad the rapist is.
I guarantee you that movie.
I was about to say, like, that has to exist. There is not like, this isn't a world where there isn't 5 of those right now.
Oh, I'm not for certain, but that might be the fucking Marlon Brando movie, Paris or whatever, in Paris or something.
But yeah, but perhaps
that's also, in a
French
sense, arguably American Beauty.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, like, FOMO was also similar, because it was supposed to be social commentary, but it was actually just rape porn.
Yeah.
But yeah. But you know, the problem with that is it's Hungarian, it's not French. I need something that's explicitly French.
Yep. You won't have to look hard.
Oh, I won't be looking. It will find me.
That's probably true.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So because of this, I thought about because, you know, the reason that I hate auteur movies, or just this stuff in general, is because then you have to discuss stuff, and a lot of discussion, it boils down to not the actual, like, technical stuff of, like, you know, why would they put the camera focus on this? Why would the camera be here? And all. It's what did the author mean by this? And, like, I don't fucking know. That says the author. Oh wait, they're dead.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a thing of, like, theory crafting. I mean, for one, theory crafting in a academic setting like this, in my opinion, is a waste of time. But even as a source of just entertainment or whatever, like, you know, as long as you don't pretend that your opinion it is objective, but, like, that's all that these fucking classes boil down to is my opinion is objective fact, and
yours is subjective.
Yeah. And so I thought about making a movie on a full-nighter called Blue Curtain. We take the camera, we put it down in four different rooms. It's a 2-hour-long movie. We change scenery 4 times because it's 4 different rooms. There's always a blue curtain. What does the movie mean? Nothing happens in it for 4 hours. Genuinely nothing.
Now you're talking Andy Warhol.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, pop art was, whatchamacallit, pop art was...
Had a visible point, yes.
Yes, not only that, but pop art is genuinely a movement that I enjoy, which is really funny when you consider that I fucking hate Dadaism, and pop art was called Neo-Dada. So...
It gets screwy with that, though, because there are some people that believe Andy Warhol was trying to satirize consumerism, and there are other people that believe he was trying to celebrate it.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, I knew how much of a money guy Andy Warhol was, and my money just on celebration.
You know, it's just become a thing where, like, if I ever get to the point where people ask me what genre my movies are, I will, like, you know, or what movement my movies are a part of, artistic movement. I have already come up with a name. It will be Shin Neo Dada Kiwami.
I thought you were going to say spiritual. Would you elaborate on that? No.
Yeah. No, see, I like the word soup better because it makes it sound like something, but then you look it up and it's just true Neo Dada extreme.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing the opposite of using English in Japanese titles to make it sound cool, but it also genuinely is a statement because like, who gives a fuck, really? And also, I just think it would be funny if I accidentally end up like actually, you know, being a part of or creating an artistic movement, and it's taking up the fucking mantle of Dadaism when I fucking hate Mortal the Shum.
The issue is when you accidentally create a new Dadaism and you're like, oh my god, I've created a monster.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like, if I create a new Dadaism, it would go against the old Dadaism because Dadaism was about destroying the old and creating new. So if Dadaism says that everything is art and art doesn't need to have meaning, then fucking Shin Neo Dada Kiwami would have to say that not everything is all art and art needs to have a meaning. as a way to rebel.
Yeah, I suppose so. Oh shit. Do you notice back there in that fight that I parried the guy right into him whirling around and getting put into Sohei's? You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't.
Like it was timed so perfectly with how you started it up that I honestly spun him around into you just holding him by the shoulder with one hand, like, hey,
Yeah.
this is gonna be rough, kid.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have a good time. Not gonna lie to you, kid. You're gonna get fucked up. This is stupid. Wait, are you also getting knocked back by this? Okay, let me do it sideways then.
My favorite is when they activate revenge and then I fork them out of it.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, I thought I was doing top heavy. Sorry.
It was so funny. I hit the thing, the door frame.
If it wasn't for the fact that you and me are friends in a private party, if I had done that to somebody in a pub, that would have been guaranteed rage quit. Fuck this territory for them.
Yeah.
Just smacking the opponent into them over and over again, and then I steal the kill at the end. Oh!
What happened?
I did the biggest, most over-the-top forward dash top heavy into the back of a friendly gladiator. It didn't even look like I was trying to hit anybody else while they're in the middle of a fight with someone else.
Nice.
It also looked like I was just aiming to get a friendly fire kill and nothing else.
It's fine. It allowed me to secure my my res order.
I set up the bonkening.
Yeah.